The SummerSlam is getting closer. At the SummerSlam. And when I was in the SummerSlam with you,
The SummerSlam.
in the SummerSlam, in the SummerSlam, after the SummerSlam, Mr. Perfect,
In the SummerSlam.
in the SummerSlam,
In the SummerSlam.
in the SummerSlam,
The SummerSlam against The Undertaker.
In the SummerSlam.
in the SummerSlam,
We're in the SummerSlam.
in the
Folks, welcome back, and I hope you're having a great Saturday morning, whether you're at brunch with your Aunt Sally or on your way to the Home Depot. We are ready to put in work. It is SummerSlam weekend, because this is not the show where it's wrestling with your budget. This is not the show where it's wrestling with your conscience. This is wrestling with emotions. We got our WWE panel here in New Jersey. We got Rob Bryan, we got Slick L, we got myself, and then, of course, we have the rest of our panel. The head of the table, Michael J. Partham, and, of course, the wackadoo, Zach McAdoo. Boys, SummerSlam, how are we feeling, Parthy and McAdoo, going into tonight's events?
You know, for a second, I thought about turning on the loop function and just having Bret Hart loop the SummerSlam for the whole show. That would probably have been entertaining. But it looks like a pretty decent lineup for both nights. A lot of shenanigans for possibilities. We talked about this on Wednesday. Night 2 looks like an Extreme Rules pay-per-view, basically. There's a lot of speculation, especially after the SmackDown last night, going into John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Of course, we'll cover that tomorrow. There's so many matches to cover. We only got so much time today. But McAdoo, what are your thoughts? Anything intriguing you so far?
I'm just interested to see how well Jelly Roll will transition to the ring. That's just, I don't care for the man personally, but
well, if
his
he's
music, let me rephrase his music. Yeah. I don't care for his music. Yeah, I'm the man behind it. Good for him, getting off drugs and all that. So
if he's being trained by the Monster Abyss, we'll just get a Timo Abyss for 5 or 6 moves or whatever. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see any crazy maneuvers. Maybe a bulldoze, like a rush, and maybe like a Jelly Roll spear. But I think that'll be it. But boys, anything else that you're excited about? We're here in New Jersey. Obviously, we were at the Superstore yesterday with a lot of hoopla, a lot of excitement here around MetLife.
It's been a great atmosphere so far, and it's just getting the lines, the crowds at American Dream yesterday. I mean, the Superstore line wrapped around probably the whole area of where the Superstore was. Superstore itself was very nice. I mean, we've been to the last 3, and I think this was the best Superstore around.
By far,
easily, yes. Obviously, looking forward to both nights, all the stipulations tomorrow, but some sleepy good. Maniac, you said the card might be better tonight.
I think there's a chance that tonight's card ends up more entertaining overall as a card based on how I see it. Now, obviously, Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch, does that match deliver tomorrow? There's a lot we can get into, a lot that people are excited about. And we want to get into SummerSlam night. Can we really skip what happened last night in the first 15 minutes of SmackDown? Don't we have to give that a little attention for a couple minutes?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into our predictions tomorrow, but come on. John Cena comes out and basically, after being attacked, after being coerced into a match that he said he didn't want, all of a sudden he's basically cured magically of his mental disease that he's had, or whatever the heck he's had for the last 6 months or so. All of a sudden he's indirectly writing off the final boss and certain other platinum rap artists that aren't going to hopefully show up and that have had a falling out supposedly. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. You don't buy it. They just randomly did it on an opening of a SmackDown before a pay-per-view.
But you buy the dirt sheets.
Parthy, now this is my challenge to you, though. This is basically a copy-paste of what they did with Becky Lynch when she turned a heel. She was a heel for about 2 to 3 months, a short period. It was kind of fell flat. It wasn't exactly resonating with the fans, and they just kind of switched her back on a random, I think it was a Monday Night Raw. They had her come out on a Monday Night Raw. Am I wrong?
It was for quite a few months that they went with big time Becks. It wasn't just for a short 2 or 3 month run. And it was after.
But March through August is about the same amount.
It was after a grueling SummerSlam match with Bianca Belair that she found out who she was, because she got her she got busted up a little bit.
But there was no difference. She came out, Parthy, and she said, "Oh, I realized I've been listening to the wrong people. I've been influenced by it." It was virtually exactly the same as Becky Lynch.
And to be fair, it's not like it just came out of blue. I mean, his last match against Punk, there was signs showing that he was going to turn face. So I think it was happening. It was either happening last night or it was going to happen Sunday. But we'll obviously get into that tomorrow.
I think we've seen that ever since his match with Randy Orton, like little moments of hesitation or whatever. Maybe they were just him suckering people in, or maybe they are clues along the way for a longer term story. But I just don't have a feeling that all of a sudden they just about faced like John Cena said, he was listening to the wrong people, and they said make a shocking TV moment, as if he was shooting on the creative that actually happened, but you don't actually talk about the creative on the screen. You know what I mean?
Who's the main culprit? Himself, the guy that he was talking about.
Yeah.
The guy that he's talking about is the one that goes, "Oh, I'm the final boss. You count to 10, you're fired." And then goes on Good Morning America, and it's like, I love playing this character of the final boss.
And just to be clear, this is absolutely setting up for him to have Cody Rhodes turn heel and Final Boss return. And he's like, "Oh, I told you Cody and I were friends. And I told you he'd come around eventually and sell me his soul." Like, absolutely. But again, all right, so just to put a button on it. McAdoo, Are you buying the Cena face turn right now?
I might be biased, but yes, as a John Cena fan, I think it's a face turn because they don't want to end this last run with him as a heel.
Okay, and Parthy, you're out on it. You're saying it's
well, I agree that they don't want to end it as a heel. I just think it's a little bit too soon, a little bit too sus.
I mean,
so fake.
This makes sense though. Rock's been gone for how long? Travis Scott's nowhere to be found because he's probably watching more people die at his concerts. So I mean,
whoa.
Netflix. Yeah, for sure. And those are facts.
And they're also running out of appearances. I think he only has like 7 or 8 left, so they got to do it sooner rather than later.
Okay, but I'm just getting further verdicts. So Parthy, 100% fake right now.
All right, that is a good point about the number of appearances. Do we know how many it's been whittled down to? Is it 7 or 8?
It's down to what I've heard. It's between 6 and 8. It's between 6 and 8 final appearances,
including Sunday night.
Do you think there's any possibility? Is there any possibility that Cody Rhodes is the one turning heel?
Yeah, what do you mean? That's exactly what's happening.
Or there's
the final boss is going to come out. There's going to be some moment where you think he's coming out for Cena or something like that, and he's going to turn on Cena, and he's going Cody's going to sell his.
Cody Rhodes was in a sleeveless shirt and Jordan 4s yesterday. When's the last time you haven't seen him in a suit or his ring gear?
I think we're looking a little bit too much into Cody's fashion choices. I think it's more likely that this is a Cena swerve than a Cody heel turn.
Sometimes you read into things that you don't need to.
That's the thing, Parthy. You read into things, Parthy, a lot.
Read into actual things, not fashion choices for crying out loud.
Actual things that turn out to be wrong from actual people.
Cody said it in the podcast. He said if I was a heel, I wouldn't be wearing the suits anymore. I would go more like street clothes and stuff like that.
No, he said if he was a heel, he'd be getting himself canceled.
And he mentioned the suits. Yeah, he mentioned the suits and the.
He's not doing the motion or the
he
fucking
wouldn't do the blows anymore.
He said he wouldn't do music.
All right, but anyways, so that's why we had to get it locked in. Do people buy or sell the John Cena face turn? We've got Parthy. Sounds like he's wavering now. We got McAdoo buying in, and we're all buying in here. But with that said, let's get into
the whole thing is sus, one way or the other.
Presented by Batavia Down.
Batavia Down is more, lots more.
Parthy doesn't give an answer unless a dirt sheet confirms it. With that said, confirming 2007, the last time that SummerSlam was in the Meadowlands area. Who was the main event of the 2007 the SummerSlam?
John Cena, Randy Orton.
Of course, the John Cena fan gets it.
That was the first pay-per-view my parents bought for my brother and I.
That was outstanding. Great work, McAdoo. All right, 1997 main event.
Oh, Bret Hart, The Undertaker.
Meadowlands, yeah, wow.
What was it?
Bret Hart and The Undertaker.
Oh, that's what soft launched the Attitude Era.
All right, then let's go for a Hail Mary. Let's see if anyone can get this one. 1989 SummerSlam. Meadowlands. Who was the main event?
I know it.
I know it.
We're looking at it.
I'm gonna guess that Hogan was in it in
You'd
some
be
form or
correct.
fashion.
Was it the Hogan and Savage?
Hogan was facing Savage, but it was a tag team match.
Oh, I thought they were on the same team.
So who were the?
Okay,
who were the
if Hogan's in a tag team, he's got to be with Brutus the Barber because that's his friend, right?
Brutus Beefcake with Miss Elizabeth, by the way,
Can't forget that.
and Randy Savage with Zeus with the sensational Sherry. Zeus was a hell of a character, obviously. A lot of
Shout out to
characters.
Zeus for coming down from the sky.
Yeah, shout out Zeus. But yeah, that was the 1987. So a lot of lore, a lot of history with the Meadowlands and SummerSlam, and they'll be looking to make more of it tonight as we get into the event. SummerSlam 2025, Night 1, predictions here on Wrestling with Emotion, presented by Batavia Downs. So I'll go in the order of importance for the match based on my opinion. So we'll start with Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett. We got what would you call this, boys? A who's right match or who was correct? So Sami Zayn has to say Kross was right, and if Kross loses, Kross has to say I was wrong. Is that the stipulation?
Pretty much.
Something like that.
Okay, this is big. With that said, I'll kick it off on the predictions. Sami Zayn has been in a rut. He definitely needs a win, but this is also the perfect time if you're going to hard launch the Sami Zayn eventual launch to WrestleMania, WrestleZania next year. Have him lose to Karrion Kross, who definitely needs the momentum. I'll take Karrion Kross in this one. Rob or Slick, who do you got?
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this one because I've been seeing a lot about possible Sami heel turn here, but you don't get to Zaynamania with the heel turn for Sami. So I think I'm going to go Karrion. Sami's going to say that he was right, and I think it'll be in the dumps for a little bit. But then come Royal Rumble, that's when he really picks it back up on his way to Zaynamania.
We're talking about what this match is going to be referred to as, in my opinion, two things: a card filler match, and also a damn, here you go match.
Yeah, it's a thank you.
This shouldn't really have a place on the card. I guess 2-night SummerSlam, we're building it out. We have space. Let's do it. Even though we might have to do 6 matches in 5 hours here. Kind of a crazy time sequence. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn just because Karrion Kross does not deserve to be in this spot. Sami Zayn, cheap pop. Maybe they even start the show. And people got to stop asking for Karrion Kross.
I think Karrion Kross is going to get the bigger pop. He's over.
Why, though?
Because of the whole interview that he had.
Oh, jeez. Where he complained why he wasn't in the spot? That's all it takes for fans these days. I've been on the mid-card for so long. It's because you're bad.
It's kind of like the Sabres culture going into WWE. If you say you want something, they just give it to you. All right, so we got 2 Crosses and a Zayn.
Yes.
Parthy, what do you got for tonight's Zayn Kross match?
Well, let's put aside the speculation about Kross's contract, whether or not he's re-signed or not, because he's being pretty quiet about it one way or the other. Even if he has re-signed, Sami Zayn is on the long track to WrestleMania and a title shot, if not a title win. I think it's more likely the World Heavyweight Championship, but we've all said it before. The Royal Rumble's in Saudi. Sami Zayn is pretty much penciled in to win that, get a big pop, get his moment at WrestleMania. I think you need to keep his momentum up. And even putting that aside, if Sami Zayn loses, he's got to say, I was wrong. You were right to Karrion Kross. Right about what? Unless he cheats to win, but then he gets the win anyway. If he cheats to win, and then he has this moment of clarity, oh, Kross was right about me. I have to be a meaner, dirtier wrestler in order to win matches so I can be successful. And maybe he pulls a swerve and he says, you know what, Kross, don't say anything. I'm going to say something. You were right. And he walks off with a lot of contemplation going forward. But one way or another, I don't see Sami Zayn losing this. He's the crowd favorite. As much as people think Karrion Kross is good, as much as he might have a little bit of momentum, whether he stays with the company or not, I think Sami Zayn ultimately has to have the momentum going forward with this. I think Sami Zayn's got to win.
So I'm the tiebreaker here, I guess. Jesus. So I always say this on the show, I feel like. And if not now, when? If you're not going to give Kross here, when are you going to do it? You have to go Karrion Kross, in my opinion, here.
Ugh, jeez.
My bad.
There you go.
You thought he had time, but he went short.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we got 3-2 Kross. This is what we like to see, a divided panel as we get into our matches here on SummerSlam Night 1 prediction show. Let's see. These matches are all pretty important going forward, but let's start it off with one that kind of came together over the last month or so here, like last 4 to 6 weeks. We've got the Judgment Days, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte, Flair, and Alexa Bliss. So last year at SummerSlam, it was a massive SummerSlam for the Judgment Day. We just watched that Finn Balor turned on Damian Priest at that event, and then obviously Dom Mysterio basically turned on Rhea Ripley, bringing Liv Morgan into the Judgment Day and causing Rhea Ripley to ascend to superstardom. I would say she was a star at that point, but now superstardom. With that said, Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte, Flair, and Alexa Bliss. Definitely a very odd couple. I'm not sure exactly what their vibe is, even off last night's promo, where they're just like, we're not friends. Like, kind of weird. Anyways, McAdoo, why don't you start us off, go to Parthy, and then we'll the Three Musketeers will finish it off up top.
I'll go short. I don't see the Judgment Day dropping the titles here. I don't see Flair and Bliss winning here. I don't think the titles will be dropped until sometime when Liv Morgan comes back, because that's when I think it's going to be a screw job or something like that.
See, I thought that, but Flair and Bliss have already lost an opportunity. It was in a fatal four-way, mind you, but I think they have something with Flair and Bliss that Charlotte's actually getting liked for a change because of her, will they, won't they friendship with Alexa Bliss. I think they're going to ride that momentum. I think Charlotte and Alexa are actually going to win this, and not having the tag team titles anymore is going to cause a little friction within the Judgment Day.
All right, Rob, what do you got?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm kind of torn with McAdoo. I'm not going to agree with McAdoo because I can never do with that. He's always wrong. But I do think they have to somehow play this off with still being friends with Roxanne and Raquel until Liv is closer. I think Liv is still probably at least 4 months away from coming back. But I do think the crowd is kind of in on Charlotte Flair finally for the first time in a while, and I don't really think they can go off of that yet. And I think this Alexa Bliss and Charlotte duo has actually kind of clicked a little bit. So I think there's going to be some new tag champs tonight in Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
Listen, if this was just strictly off who are the better wrestlers in this match, then no brainer that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are going to win this one. At the end of the day, I think they're both too good to keep in the tag division for a prolonged period. I think that also Triple H wants to keep up the momentum with the Judgment Day and obviously the Roxanne, Raquel, Dom, everything storyline going in there for when Liv comes back. So give me Roxanne and Raquel to take this one home.
Yeah, this one's interesting as you guys kind of already started to divide here. I agree with all the points that Liv might still be a bit out, whether it's 4 months. I really hope not, because always better when she's on our television, if you know what I mean. But I think you can't, with the momentum that Alexa and Charlotte have mysteriously gotten here, in a weird way, I kind of do like it. And I think they could take advantage and keep not only the titles on them for not a long time, but this feud going and maybe make a rubber match out of it, take JD, the Judgment Day, I should say, get the titles back on them at a point or not, and eventually at that point with the rubber match being where Liv eventually returns to the WWE. So for now, tonight, I am going to go with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
You're giggling at me on my botchamania over there. All right. Tag team champions in the rear view. We are 1/3 of the way through the card. Which one should we go next? Let's go to this one because this is kind of weird. This could be the first time in how long that Roman Reigns isn't in the main event when he's on a PLE.
Very long time.
I got to be a long time, right? Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson. Again, I guess this can still get shuffled to the main event, but it would be hard to believe. Tag team match. This is absolutely, if Seth Rollins isn't injured, it's crazy that they have to put this match together to kind of like cover that. That's what I will say. That's probably the craziest thing makes me think Rollins is definitely injured. With that said, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, I just feel like Roman and Jay are super over each of them. We're talking about fan favorites getting a lot of wins. If Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed don't get this win here, they're kind of dead in the water. Like they're kind of donezo. I mean, maybe Seth comes back and yells at him the next day or whatever, but for that reason, I think that Jay and Roman can afford this loss, and Braun and Bronson need this win. So that's why I got the Braun boys taking this one home. Slick, what do you got? And then Rob, we'll go to part B.
It's so tough because, like you said, these guys are kind of dead in the water if they don't get this, unless they somehow have a spot where they have some miscommunication. You know, they haven't had too many tag matches together as far as I'm concerned, if any, leading up to this. So I think that's the only way where they could really lose this and the credibility could not be lost. At the same time, Maniac, it's almost impossible for me to pick against Roman Reigns teaming with Jey Uso.
I made the mistake a lot of times.
Over they both are. So based on WWE logic, I know the voice of reason's not here, so I'll just run out and do it. Even though we're in this new era where things are supposed to make more sense, I am going to pick Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. And then Braun and Bronson, they'll still have credibility somehow, just like with another match that we're going to be getting to later, which I can't believe.
Yeah, so I think this match, like Maniac was saying, it's kind of, he thinks it's a makeup if Seth's actually injured. I think this was a way, with the possible fake injury, which we will find out this weekend if it was real or not. I think this was a way to get Seth off the card, because if Seth was still around, everyone would have known it would be Roman Seth this weekend. So I think this is kind of a way, get Seth off the screen for a month or so and get these two in the match with Roman and Jay. And they were also, everyone's talking about how there's not enough heat on these two. This is how you get heat. You beat Roman and Jay, probably two of the biggest over guys in WWE right now. So give me Braun and Bronson to finally get some heat against him, against two of the most over guys in the company.
Well, I would agree with you, except they already got some heat on the two over guys in the company. They got it on Raw when they just beat him to all hell, speared him through the barricades, and tsunami'd him through the ring, essentially. I think this is Wrestling 101. I think they got their heat.
Wrestling 101, lad.
Yeah, yes, Wrestling 101. Now.
Is it Wrestling 101 or is it WWE 101?
Maybe it's WWE. I don't know. It's WWE and it's wrestling. It's anyway.
It's sports entertainment, damn it.
So Roman Reigns is rumored.
Real quick though, on Wrestling 101, odds are Roman is not going to be on TV every week after this.
That's what I was about to say. He's got a movie coming up.
Are going to be on TV. So do you want to lip dick those two back onto TV?
I might change my pick.
Maybe they'll write Roman off somewhere else. Maybe they'll have 6 tsunamis and they'll write him off TV that way. But yeah, Roman Reigns could be written off TV. Jey Uso is Jey Uso. He's going to be over regardless of whether he gets beat or not. But it's hard to bet against Roman Reigns on a PLE. And I feel like Braun and Bron already got their heat on Roman Reigns. Also, remember, Bronson's got Roman's kicks. He stole them right off his feet. And I don't see that becoming a long-term, I got your bracelet type of deal. I think Roman Reigns is going to have to get his shoes back. And I think the SummerSlam is the perfect time to do that. So give me Roman and Jay.
Wait, a Samoan taking a storyline about a possession of an item and having it stretch out for a crazy long period of time? That would never happen.
Wait, when did that happen?
Didn't The Rock give something to Cody about 18 months ago and we don't even know what it was yet?
Oh, because they never spoke of it again. Well, we saw Bronson. We
saw
Bronson.
The golden egg. The WWE and the Samoans are all about possession of an item and stretching it out.
It's been less than a week, and Bronson came out wearing the damn shoes on his neck for the kickoff show. So it's not like they just ignored it.
I like that. Maybe he'll keep them forever. All right, McAdoo, what do you got?
So you mentioned something early, like when we talked about this match with Roman Reigns not being in the main event of a PLE.
Love it.
Something about this stadium and Roman Reigns not having the main event, and that's the last time I can think of WrestleMania 35 at MetLife.
Holy moly, that is crazy.
Am I wrong? Because I think
you're talking about 6+ years ago. Is that possible, Party?
Wait, so the last time he didn't main event a PLE was also in MetLife? Is that what you said?
I think so.
It's got to be close. It's got to be sometime during 2019 because when he came back, when he came back in 2020, he was.
Yeah, he was
wrecked everyone and left.
He literally wrecked everyone and left.
Yeah. What Google is saying, and it's not the right answer because it doesn't count. Roman Reigns did not last headline a WWE PLE night 2 of WrestleMania 36 because he was not there because he got replaced by Braun Strowman for a Goldberg Universal Title match. So that doesn't even count if he's not there.
So what we're talking about is Roman actually being on the card, and then 2019. This is definitely crazy. All right, so McAdoo, what does that lead you to believe, my good sir?
So back then, he won that match at MetLife Stadium against, I think it was Baron Corbin.
Well, of course, that didn't headline a PLE for crying out loud.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. By the way, that's also that was the last guy to pin him before Jay.
I think so. Yeah.
But there's also two good points about Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed where they need this. So that makes me pull that finger down a little bit. But then you go back and think, if you go over on the Go Home show, you're taking the loss. So I will stick with my tribal chief.
What a surprise.
And I will go Roman Reigns, and this is the only time you're going to see me say this, probably yeet.
Wait, you don't support the fam of your tribal chief?
I think this is fucking stupid.
The stupidest things get over all the time.
Yep.
Let's do it.
You fucking mark!
Got him. It took me long enough with my boomerness. But all right, we are over halfway through our prediction show here on SummerSlam, brought to you by Batavia Downs. By the way, Batavia Downs, the region's premier entertainment destination, whether it's rocking the Downs the rest of the summer or the amazing slots, games, and everything that you can win at Batavia Downs. Win more, lots more. There's no excuse not to get to the region's premier entertainment destination, Batavia Downs. And speaking of winning more, lots more, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. McIntyre grabs his whole face with this one. Why don't we let him start us off, and we'll come up to the three boys at the end. McIntyre, what do you got?
I said this months ago. The rocket ship's up Jade Cargill's ass, and she's going to
Hey, yo!
Okay, maybe not up her ass, but the rocket ship's attached to her. She's going up. That's what it is. I hate it. I want to see Tiffany Stratton continue to. It's no more Tiffy time, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Tiffy's done good with her Tiffy time run, but they, in so many words, yes, they have strapped the rocket pack to the back of Jade Cargill. I don't know if McIntyre wants to put rocket chips under any other parts of Jade's anatomy, but Hey, he started it. Don't talk to me. All right. So regardless of
what if she won the title and came out and stepped right on your face?
I could just end my life right then and there, and I'd be a happy man.
All right. So
PG.
Regardless of how we feel about Jade Cargill in the ring, because her presentation is, of course, off the charts. Her music, her look, everything else checks the boxes, except maybe in the ring. But maybe WWE thinks that doesn't really matter. As long as they put her in with someone who knows what they're doing, maybe they feel like she can be a draw. So it looks like they're going to put the strap on Jade Cargill, so I'm going Jade Cargill.
I'll go with Jade Cargill. Rob, what do you got?
A storm is coming. Unfortunately, I'm the biggest Tiffy fan around, but her time, it's no longer Tiffy time, unfortunately, because there's a storm of brewing, and it's going to hit tonight. Give me Jade Cargill.
Slick, what do you got? Your girl finally this is her first title shot.
Yeah, I want to put this on record because there's been a lot happening in the wrestling women's world, and I was formerly known as a Jade Cargill guy. My allegiance may have shifted towards Mariah May, but given
Blake Monroe. Don't ever say that name ever again.
Given the absolute monstrosity that is Blake Monroe in the WWE, my alliance has once again shifted back, and a storm is coming tonight here in New Jersey.
Oh, what a flip-flopper.
WWE champion. What did you just call me?
A flip-flopper.
That's okay.
Which is probably what you want to have Jade Cargill wearing while she walks on you now.
I would. You would love to have the dirt sheet boys flip-flopping all over your product.
Oh, geez. You two break it up. All right. With that said,
You guys just kissing it over.
I'll bring in the actual evidence here. Besides the fact the push, because we're all saying that the Rocket Shetzer. How about that leak with the WrestleMania 41 possible matches from January, December, where they had Cargill in the championship picture at WrestleMania 41 originally. So that indicates to me that they wanted this to happen sooner, aka wouldn't be surprised to see Jade Cargill win tonight. By the way, this match kind of reminds me of when Bayley won the title at WrestleMania. And it was something that all the fans wanted to have happen. But then by the time she faced, was it Io Sky like a bunch of months later at SummerSlam? That it should kind of the warmth of it had kind of worn off, and that's the kind of vibe similar to what Jade Cargill has now. A lot of momentum behind her, and I think fans want to see Jade as the titler. You said in the ring that she might not be ready, right? Or was it Parthy that said?
Yeah.
I think in the ring for WWE, she's actually ready. My question is whether she can hold a 12 to 18 minute promo segment on Raw or SmackDown. It would be SmackDown, but that's really the bigger indicator to me. I think that would be the bigger challenge.
She doesn't have Tony Schiavone to say, cut the shit.
That's what I'm saying, for sure. With that said, here we go, boys. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I'll just go Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. You guys have been talking about making the fans happy. This is by far the most obvious, we're going to make the fans happy spot. Randy Orton's probably going to get killed for about 18 to 22 minutes of this match. We'll get a hot tag to Jelly. We'll get a half a roll, a pin, and we'll call it a day. He might perform a song after the match. But Randy Orton and Jelly Roll win this one. Rob, what do you got?
Jelly Roll may need a favor tonight going in a match with Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. He may die, but as Maniac said, I was thinking Drew, because Drew's been losing a lot recently, but I think it just adds to his character. I think he can afford as many losses as they possibly want to put on him, and they're not going to put a celebrity in there and have him lose, so give me Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. RK Roll.
Little mini rant from me. When you lose the World Heavyweight Championship, you kind of got to put a bunch of losses back into the WWE ecosystem, whether it's Drew McIntyre at his 5-minute win at WrestleMania, whether it's Damian Priest after winning it and going on his run. You got to kind of put it back in the cycle. And again, that's the business, but that's why I wouldn't be surprised to see Drew McIntyre keep this trail of losing. What do you got?
Not a lot needs to be said other than everything you guys said. So RK Roll, I think Jelly Roll is going to perform him and Randy to the ring with voices.
That would be sick.
I would like that, actually. Yeah, pretty much Jelly Roll, celebrities don't lose their matches. I could see Jelly Roll seems to be, invested enough in this business that he could be willing to take a loss, but I don't think they're going to give it to him. I think they want the publicity. I think they want a good feel-good moment with Jelly Roll. So RK Roll.
Can we just laugh real quick, though, that this match was born because Randy Orton brought Jelly Roll out ringside. Jelly Roll got attacked, and then Randy Orton was in the post-match interview going, "That's my fault, Jelly. I put you at risk out there." And then the solution is he's in an actual match.
No, Jelly Roll was out there. Randy saved him.
No. Yeah, but Randy was saying in the interview, I put you at risk. But it's funny to just be like, oh, no, we're going to have a full-on fucking match.
It was Jelly's idea, though.
It was Jelly's idea. Oh, my God. The dogs are barking.
The dogs are barking.
Is Bron breaking
Is
down?
Bron outside?
The dogs are barking here in New Jersey.
That sounded like if Bron just shit a baby out of his head.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Oh, come on. Leave that is unnecessary.
McAdoo, what do you got for RK Roll versus McIntyre Paul?
I believe Jelly Roll is going to hit a Canadian Destroyer, a Falcon Arrow, all that type of shit, and just absolutely pin Logan Paul.
One-winged angel?
Yeah, whatever. What did Brock try to do and almost messed up at WrestleMania?
Shooting star press.
Yeah, he could have tried that too.
Oh my God. And the Jelly Roll press?
I love Jelly Roll, but he might need to start at the top of the stadium if he wants to hit a shooting star press.
I was talking to the boys yesterday about this. What kind of gear do you guys think Jelly Roll rolls up in?
We were saying he has to go Big Show, one strap over the top.
No, he's going to do the same shit that Randy Orton has, just as like little boxer things.
Do the Speedo?
No, actually, I did say to them last night, though, after we saw that cutscene where they attacked him while he was training, I think he's literally just going to do the black sweatsuit, like black hoodie and black sweatpants.
I don't think he's going to have anything up top. I think it's all going to be like black pants, probably.
You don't think he's going to?
All righty, folks. With all that said, we are here at our main event of night one. I'm pretty sure this is going to be main event. Was this confirmed?
It was.
Yeah, it was confirmed. CM Punk, the Chicago-made Punk. After when was the last time that actually he had a title shot a couple months ago against Cena. But yeah, big match coming up here. Main event time. By the way, if you're looking for a main event, if you're looking for the main event of your evening, afternoon, night, or day, get to Batavia Downs, the region's premier entertainment destination. World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus CM Punk. McAdoo, why don't you start us off? We'll go to the three of us, and then we will wrap it up with our head of the table, Michael J. Partham. McAdoo, what do you got?
So, I already kind of like warmed up for this. Yesterday, I put my Rock Band 4 in. I played CM Punk's entrance music, Cult of Personality. It's going to play to almost end the show. Punk wins his first title.
Oh, no.
In 13 years?
Oh,
12
no.
years. Since January 27, 2013, I believe.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
That's freaking Rollins cashes in and takes what happiness CM Punk had in. And we'll just see Seth Rollins waving the title to end the show.
This right here is bullshit.
The Prophet, you don't steal the Prophet's ideas. Those are
Eat my ass, Rob. I don't give a shit.
Can't be taken.
That's why I went first.
Only
I can think of this. Only I can think of this. Fuck off.
All right. Right now, I want our head of the table to chime in before us three pick. And I just want a number, Parthy. No other words. I just want a number.
Yeah.
Percentage odds out of 100 that Seth Rollins is not injured right at this point.
I'll give it 60.
So better than 50-50. That's crazy to me, for
wild.
sure. Wow, that's a big. Okay, I like that. Rob, you said that was your talking points. That's your general idea. Follow up on what you got for tonight.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm not thinking after the match. I don't even think Seth is gonna let CM Punk even go in the history books as a World Heavyweight Champion. It's gonna be Heist of the Century 2.0. He's cashing in middle of the match. There's gonna be a ref bump. They're both gonna be down, and you're just gonna hear "Burn it down." So I'm going Heist of the Century 2.0 with Seth walking out as night one as the World Heavyweight Champion.
I'm going to say this right now. If Seth Rollins comes out and stops CM Punk from having a night and takes home the World Heavyweight Championship, I mentioned that in my GOATs, I go Rock, Cena, and I have Rollins kind of going up the
Yeah.
I am moving Rollins to 1. If he cashes in at SummerSlam amidst all this and absolutely devastates the CM Punk fan base, I do think at this point I'm going to pick CM Punk to win this match because I think Gunther is their kind of foil. He's a great wrestler. He's an absolute, he can lose and go and still be an absolute threat to anyone. CM Punk, it's his time for them. I don't know if Rollins is going to cash in, but I would love to see it. But I think Punk wins tonight and gets one over on Gunther.
Absolutely incredible stuff. Also, if Seth were to cash in and win, correct me if I'm wrong, that would make him the second to do so twice, alongside none other than CM Punk.
And Edge.
Oh, Edge as well.
And
That's
Cope.
right.
And Cope.
Edge as well. Yep. Okay, so big three right there. I am going to go so I think this is absolutely stupid as hell because Gunther is about to lose any credibility that they made him seem like he might have had up until tonight because they want to put a title on 50-year-old Punk so badly. And he'll probably have to relinquish it in like a month or two, maybe even a couple weeks because he'll tear his tricep or something doing a buckshot lariat. But I digress. Gunther, I'm sorry, dude, but CM Punk is walking out of MetLife tonight as your World Heavyweight Champion.
There was also
I am not predicting a Seth cash-in, by the way.
There was also a rumor that I read, I think this morning, that Gunther may have a nose injury right now that he might have to take some time off. So
I did read about the nose injury.
And from who was that rumor?
Meltsy Poo, your guy.
Yeah, Meltsy. Big
no,
rock of salt. You gotta take that with.
Artie, it's from Meltsy Poo.
So Partham, we know
I
that
asked to do better shit than that piece of shit. Come on.
it doesn't change your pick
Dave
one way or
Meltzer-
the other, though,
Dave-
does it?
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Okay, shooter.
Parthy, say it was from Meltsy Poo, though.
Yes, it was from Meltzer.
No,
So-
Meltsy Poo.
You can call him. I call him Uncle Dave like everybody else.
Meltsy Poo before you make
It's Uncle Dave. Whatever.
No, Meltsy Poo.
It's my time.
Shit.
Hey, wait. It's my time here.
I'm conducting business.
Oh, he's gonna say something about my dad.
Anyway, so all great points, all things that I've thought, all things that a lot of people have thought. Whether Seth is really injured or not, whether it's a cover for a minor injury or not, whether he cashes in after Punk might win. But yes, Rob, if he was going to cash in, he's not going to even let Punk get a 5-minute, 46-second like title reign like our boy Drew McIntyre did before. So if Seth were to cash in, he would do it during the match. I don't see Gunther retaining one way or the other because say he retains, who's he going to go up against next? He's been there and done that with Jey Uso. He's been there and done that with Sami Zayn. Who's the big babyface that's going to challenge him on Monday Night Raw? So I think they just put the title on Gunther just to have him have a World Heavyweight Championship match so Goldberg can go out with a championship match. I think Gunther's had a not long enough World Heavyweight title reign even before that. I think, if I'm going to say Seth is going to be there and cash in, then I have to say he's going to do it during the match. And if he's going to cash in, he's going to leave with the title belt. So I'm actually going to go with the third option, the option C, as they said in TNA once. I'm going to say Seth's cashing in Heist of the Century. He's leaving with the title.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay,
wait?
but hold
Sorry.
on.
There's a big thing I need to say.
Just for picks, because that would then make it.
I'm marking these all down.
Yeah.
Who
So
predicts the cash
between Gunther and CM Punk, you would pick Punk, though.
If it was just Gunther and Punk, and Seth was legitimately, we knew 100% like he just had surgery hurt,
like it's covered by.
I would go with Punk.
Wait, I need video evidence of this. Did the head of the table just agree with the Prophet? It's
No.
a yes or no question and nothing else.
No,
Okay, to be fair,
Rob just happened to have the same theory that I did at the same time.
That's
You just
not
went
how
first.
this works around
First,
here,
though, he
buddy.
didn't-
Wait! You can't be stealing my takes before I get to have them.
Who's this guy
why
think-
did I get
That was my
taken?
Rob impression.
Oh.
You know what Rob says to that?
Gentlemen, my bad.
I didn't say that
I don't
shit.
think he said that. Well, actually, it's WWE's bad for bringing back Ron Killings in a prominent role and not really using him at all. That's
Yeah.
actually
Where's
bad.
it? Is he on this card?
No, he's completely missing.
Oh,
He's
Just trying to get back in the Judgment Day, talking up Raquel and
Final
Roxanne.
thoughts. Wrestling with emotion, not your conscience, not your budget. Before we wind down here, SummerSlam Night 1. Any final thoughts, boys?
If anyone is watching in the New York metropolitan area, we will be at the
American Dream.
American Dream Mall. Quite a fitting name. For
Unbelievable.
SummerSlam
Unbelievable.
tailgate.
I thought it was like made up.
We'll be in there with Game Day Hospitality. All you can eat, $30 VIP tickets. We'll be hosting, doing a live show. The Prophet might even
We've
cuss
got
someone out.
the live cipher. We've got the Prophet getting fans fired up. We've got amazing drink specials at the bar. I
It
believe
might
so.
even
Come
be-
join us in American Dream. Let's get a ramp up for a great SummerSlam Night 1.
It might even be
Wait. Hold on.
What is
If you're gonna be at the American Dream Mall, over under on the amount of Dusty Rhodes cosplays you're gonna see there.
I would say 3.5.
Yeah.
We didn't see one yesterday.
Yeah, I would say under. We didn't see one. If anything, I was going to say over under 12.5 real American beers we see in people's hands at this mall.
No, Hogan was the big cosplay for yesterday.
They played his song throughout the entire mall, which, by the way, is one of the biggest malls I've ever fucking seen. They played his music in that mall 3 times, and they had so much of his merch in the Superstore.
And no one is
Ridiculous.
safe. No one is safe with the Prophet in front of a live crowd. So, you know how our good champion wants to say, if you're at American Dream today, proceed with caution.
Shut the fuck up, brother.
All right. With that note, a huge shout out to our panel, Mark Adu, the head of the table, Michael J. Partham, the Prophet, Rob Ryan, Slick Saturday on a Saturday. And by the way, he didn't even make it all about himself, so kudos to him on that one. Myself, Maniac, this is the show where it's not wrestling with your budget. It's not wrestling conscious. This is wrestling with emotion. Let's enjoy